Penguin Random House Audio presents The 1 Week Budget. Learn to create your money management system in 7 days or less. Written and read by Tiffany Aliche.
To anyone who has ever asked me, Tiffany, when is the book coming out? I finally have the answer. Thank you for your love, support, and suggestions. God makes all things possible. To my parents, Arandi and Sylvia Aliche, you are the inspiration behind all that I strive for. Thank you for setting the bar so high. And to the Aliche girls, sisters are doing it. Introduction. First, I want to say congratulations for trying to change your current financial situation. Even if you're here by force, the fact is you are here. When trying anything new, education is the most important aspect of attaining success. By beginning to educate yourself, you have taken the first step toward financial empowerment. It doesn't hurt that you chose me, the Budgetnista, humor me, to get you started. As you are well aware, there are thousands of books on real estate, stocks, mutual funds, entrepreneurship, and various other money-making pursuits. Like many of you, my thirst to learn more about money drove me to read many of these books. Admittedly, I read most of them for free at the bookstore. Most of those books assume you already have a money management system in place, and let's be honest, you don't. This is where I come into the picture. I want you to consider this book as the prerequisite to all other financial books. This book will teach you step by step how to manage your day-to-day finances, and all in 1 week. The ability to properly manage your money is the first step in a long journey toward making your financial dreams a reality. I wrote this book because this is the book I wish I had read when I was beginning my own financial journey. I can distinctly remember. Cue the dream sequence music. I had recently graduated college, acquired my first real job, and just moved out of my parents' home. Woohoo! It was the first time in my life that I had complete financial responsibility for myself. I was scared, really scared. Although I was not frivolous with my money, unless you count my $5 a week candy habit, I knew there had to be a better way to manage my finances. Until that point, the only knowledge I had about money was what I learned from my parents and by making my own mistakes along the way. Despite my fear about managing money, I recognized how blessed I was. I was young, gorgeous, unrelated, I know, and I had no debt, sans a small student loan. I also grew up in a household where money management was openly discussed during family meetings. Yeah. I was raised in the Northeast, one of the most expensive regions of the United States, yet my sisters and I lacked for nothing. Although I never did get that pony, but I'm so over that now. My parents immigrated here from Nigeria and were far from rich. With hard work, they were successfully able to raise, provide for, and fund college educations for themselves and 5 daughters. Through all of that, they still managed to lend assistance to family and friends in their native country. My father, an accountant by trade turned executive director of a New Jersey-based nonprofit, has his MBA in business administration with a concentration in finance. He taught my sisters and me about money on a daily basis, i.e., breaking down the cost of each toilet flush and warning us not to waste our flushes. True story. We were held accountable for our financial choices like withdrawals made from our accounts, purchases, and any irresponsible credit card usage. My mother, a nurse with her master's degree in nursing, taught me the practical side of money. From her, I learned about negotiating store discounts, buying in bulk, and eliminating unnecessary spending. She was a true master haggler. I always feel sorry for the mere mortal salespeople that dare challenge her. My parents always spoke openly and honestly about the state of our family's finances, whether good or bad. Through them, I learned valuable lessons about money, life, and the obligation of service. They truly live the mantra, to whom much is given, much is required. In 2001, I was just beginning to understand this statement. I knew that if I wanted to gain anything of value, I must remember that it was not mine alone to keep, my favorite shoes excluded. I remember praying that if God would allow me to figure out the big mystery behind money, I would give back and share that knowledge to help other people. I took classes, read books, researched, and learned from those around me. I used what I learned to create a simple and systematic money management system called the 1 Week Budget. My journey. Like most students and Libras, I was indecisive and undeclared during the majority of my college career. When the time came to decide on a major, I chose what I perceived to be the safe route, business. I mean, you can work anywhere with a business degree, right? So, I graduated with a BS in business with a concentration in marketing. During my last year in school, I worked in the campus child care center. It was there that I realized how much I enjoyed teaching and hated business. At first, I was scared to make a career change. I believed that as a teacher, I would never make much money, aka I did not want to be broke. When I brought my concerns about money to my mother, she gave me some life-changing advice. She said, "No matter what you choose to do it well and to the best of your ability. Money will follow." I have lived my life by that pearl of wisdom. With age, I have come to realize that she didn't mean I'd become a millionaire being a teacher. What she meant was that I would always make enough money to realize my dreams. It's not how much money you make, it's what you do with it. We have all heard the stories of famous people making and losing dollars in a relatively short period of time. The lessons to learn from their misfortune are this: money is attracted to those who manage it well and lost by those who do not. And parachute pants are really not flattering on anybody. Sorry, MC. After teaching for a few years, I began CLD Financial Life, LLC. CLD is an acronym for Control, Lead, and Develop. The company's objective is to teach individuals and communities how to successfully control, lead, and develop their finances. CLD Financial Life accomplishes this through personal finance consulting, financial fun parties, group seminars, and books on my website, www.thebudgetnista.com. CLD also offers free financial literacy programs in underserved communities. The 1 Week Budget system is the foundation that the company is built upon. The Greek philosopher Plato said, "Necessity is the mother of invention." The 1 Week Budget started as a system I created because I needed an organized way to manage my money. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not as organized as my finances suggest. Let's just say I leave my house keys in the front door overnight, more than I'd like to admit. My system effectively took me out of the equation. This system has allowed me to never have a car note and save $40,000 in 3 years while only making $35,000 a year. It provided a way for me to purchase my own home at age 25 with no help from the parents. It has also allowed me to securely pay my mortgage on time in 2008 during a recession, which was a time of unprecedented foreclosure rates and economic downturn. My 1 Week Budget system has also helped me, in conjunction with my sisters, to be able to send my parents on a lavish, my word, not theirs, vacation of their choice each year. One of my favorite things to say is, since I moved out of my parents' home, I have never had a day of insurmountable financial hardship. I have taken on second jobs and cut luxuries when times have called for it, but I've done all of this while maintaining the fabulous. With my 1 Week Budget system in place, I have never worried about whether or not I was going to make it financially. I'm not telling you all of this in an effort to brag or toot my own horn, toot toot. I am simply
Sample complete. Ready to continue?